If you're looking for a choose-your-own-adventure kind of vacation, follow us as we explore by raft, Hummer, and on foot an outdoor playground that Mother Nature truly outdid herself on. We're heading to Moab, the rustic adventure epicenter of Utah that's a gold mine for those who love the outdoors. It's also the gateway to two of the so-called Mighty Five national parks, Canyonlands and Arches. And yes, we visit there too. We signed up for the Southwest Sampler through Moab Adventure Center, which promised 3 days of whatever kind of adventure you like. For us, it was rafting, camping, and one ridiculously terrifying Hummer ride. The trip started with a gorgeous drive up State Route 128, also known as the River Road, because on one side, it winds along the Colorado River. On the other side are endless walls of red sandstone that are just a hint of things to come. We geared up and hit the river just as soon as we arrived at the start of Cataract Canyon. It was 100 miles of rafting over 2 days with an overnight at a campground somewhere in the middle. And it was peaceful, so peaceful, like floating through a movie set. And in fact, the region has been the backdrop for many famous scenes, including Bon Jovi's Blaze of Glory video, the Marlboro Man's print ads, and many TV shows and movies, from MacGyver to Thelma and Louise. At the end of our first day of rafting, we hit our camping spot just as the clouds started rolling in. So we quickly threw up a tent and then threw on our hiking shoes in an effort to find the best view before the sun went down and the sky started pouring rain. The next morning, we woke to a beautiful rainbow that we enjoyed on a nice little rocky ledge before packing up the tent and hitting the river for day 2, where the water was a little rougher, which only made it more fun. A quick stop at the well-known Red Cliffs Lodge for lunch. Rumor has it Harrison Ford was there, but I didn't see him. Then the final stretch back to Moab, where we reluctantly left our rafts behind and headed back to the hotel to relax by the pool and rest up for tomorrow's big adventure. That takes us to Arches National Park. The entrance of the park is just a few minutes up the road from Moab. If you're planning a trip there, know that they have a timed entry system to prevent the park from getting too packed. You can secure your timed entry by visiting recreation.gov. And trust me, it's worth it. Arches National Park is an amazing, indescribable spectacle of sandstone, dramatic rock formations, and more than 2,000 natural arches. A place so beautiful you'll find yourself taking pictures of everything, even dead trees, because yes, somehow in Arches, they look like art. If you've only got one day, don't worry. Arches is relatively small compared to the other national parks. There are a handful of must-see spots, though. Everything else is a bonus. The aptly named Scenic Drive is the main road running through the park, and many of the sites you want to see are right off that road. Make sure you grab a park map at the entrance. My favorite sites? The panoramic, amazing view from the Garden of Eden. Balanced rock because it's just unreal. And Delicate Arch. This is the most famous of all the arches in the park. You'll see it displayed prominently on Utah's license plate, but you can't see it from the road. You'll have to hike in and take your pictures, most likely with a bunch of other tourists in the way. But once again, it's worth it. While we're in the area, we had to check out Canyonlands National Park. It doesn't get all the fame that some of the other Mighty Five do, but its 527 square miles of canyons, mesas, arches, and buttes carved by the Colorado River is just as breathtaking. But with fewer tourists and no timed entry requirements, it was a national park lover's dream. If rafting, hiking, camping, and spectacular scenery isn't enough, I recommend signing up for a harrowing yet thrilling Hummer tour on a trail called Hell's Revenge. Nope, not kidding. These safari-style Hummers will take you to some incredible overlooks and backcountry locations that you can't reach many other ways. You're likely to think you're going to die at least a couple of times, and if you don't lose a hat in the wind, you may lose your lunch due to what feels like a roller coaster on rocks. But then you see dinosaur tracks, and you learn about the history of the region from tour guides who are like a modern-day Indiana Jones. It's thrilling and terrifying, and not to be missed. Speaking of Indiana Jones, on our last night, we revisited Red Cliffs Lodge for another shot at spotting Harrison Ford. But more than that, we wanted one more sunset along the Colorado River, this time after a shower and with a cool beverage, before our journey was complete. We were sad to wrap up our Moab adventure, but certain that we'd be back to visit the other 3 of the Mighty Five, which include Zion, Capitol Reef, and Bryce Canyon. All of these in one fabulous, gorgeous state that feels like home if you love the outdoors. We'll show you those parks in a future video, but for now, please remember to hit subscribe for more adventures and check out this video from Joshua Tree National Park. Another majestic miracle, courtesy of Mother Nature. Ciao for now.